Hey guys, welcome back to another Plan With Me. This week I'm planning from May 20th to the 26th, and I'm using this Pink Planner Shop printable kit called Slayer, which is clearly a Buffy the Vampire Slayer themed kit. Now, when I first saw this artwork coming out potentially, and then it did come out, I had pretty much caught up with planning. I was like about to start planning the previous week. But then I saw this and I needed to wait until shops released kits with this artwork because this is the week that I went to the Vampire Museum and I had already gone through my entire kit stash and I couldn't find anything that I wanted to use for this week. So it was sort of just meant to be. I just needed to hold out. Now, clearly I couldn't wait long enough for a physical kit because I did take my chances with a printable. And if you guys have been following me for a little while, you would know that my printer for the last 8 months or so, I'm not really sure, has not been able to print black ink on glossy paper. It lost the ability to mix the black with the colors correctly, and all of the black just smears right off. But I was getting really impatient, so I just wanted to try, and a printable kit really doesn't cost that much, so I figured let's pay the $3 or $4 in the name of science. So I bought the kit, and the first page that I printed, the black did rub off a little bit. It wasn't terrible, but the greens weren't as dark, and the burgundy, which is what really bothered me, was a vibrant red, because all of the black on top that was making it look burgundy would wipe off. And that was really frustrating. And so even though I have tried every single setting for this printer over the months, I decided to try one more time just to see if anything would be different. And I don't know why, I don't know how, I'm not going to question it, but I got the black ink to stick and dry on the glossy paper. And I'm so happy because I really wanted to use this kit. I didn't want to wait to order it from a physical shop, and I really didn't want everything to be bright. I wanted it to be dark because it's Buffy and vampires. And this is just one of the coolest kits I've ever seen, the artwork, I should say. The only other kit I really want to see is, no, that's a lie. There's two. I want Golden Girls, and I want a completely Saw-themed kit, the first movie, Saw. I don't want just, one box in a Halloween kit to be Saw. No, there's another one, and Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Crystal Lake, Jason, the dead teenagers. That would be amazing. But anyway, I digress. Back to this. So anyway, I was able to use it this week. I was really happy because the Vampire Museum, it needed this kit. It was perfect. The only thing I will say that is missing from this kit, and it's not even missing, this is just a preference, I wish the Master was in this. I wish there was one gross vampire in this kit. That would have been cool. But either way, I really love it. And at the top, I couldn't decide which box to put. I now wish I had put the Sunnydale box. I feel like that's more of a top box, but in my head, I felt like the Three Besties should go up top. I don't know. And then I was also not sure. See, you can even see, I was about to say, I also put Buffy standing alone in her season 1 outfit because, she is the star. But then I ultimately changed my mind. And you'll see I end up moving her to Saturday. And then there's no full box on Sunday. Now, this is just a side note, nobody cares, but I am very much Team Buffy and Angel, not Team Buffy and Spike. Season 2 Spike, being evil, wanting to break somebody's neck, that's the Spike I love. I don't love it when he's whipped and obsessed. I think it's weird. So I was thinking of using a box of Buffy and Angel together, but all of the backgrounds were too similar and it just didn't work. So this is what we used, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm kind of glad that a lot of the boxes had repeat characters because it made it easier for me to pick which boxes to keep. But anyway, enough with the kit. I love it. Obviously, it's perfect. It's wonderful. On to what happened this week, okay? Now, I will say that most of the week was boring, so I'm not going to go into depth about that. What we are going to focus on is what happened on Sunday, because I finally have some drama that I can, or it's not even drama, it's more like gossip that I can actually tell you, because the person it involves, I don't care about at all, so we can say whatever we want about her because she doesn't matter. So on Sunday, I went to a bachelorette party. My boyfriend's, one of his best friends is getting married, and he is a groomsman or whatever. So he and I both went to her bachelorette party, and it wasn't anything crazy. It was literally a Sunday afternoon. Like, we went to the Vampire Museum, we got ice cream, we did an escape room, and then we got hibachi. Like, that's what we did. And a couple other people came. But the one weird thing that happened was the bride's sister-in-law met us at the Vampire Museum, and she was very, weird, very standoffish. She didn't want to say hi to anybody. She didn't want to say hi to Joe, even though they've met before. But he is who he is as a person. So he just, ran up to her and was like, hey, whatever. And then he tried to introduce me. And then I started, saying hi. I was about to say that she and I had met once before, and she just walked away, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe she didn't hear me. And I'm the type of person where, if someone, cuts me off or walks away while I'm talking, I'm not going to try again. You didn't want to talk to me, it's fine. Then there was another point that she was talking about something related to how she, hates sleeping alone, and Joe goes, oh, Ansley, tell her the story of what happened to so-and-so. And so I start telling the story. A friend of mine had, gone through, a really scary home invasion thing. So I start telling the story, and she just, walks away. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. And then she was just very weird the whole time. After the party, I find out from the bride that she was being very weird to the bride as well, okay? She didn't want to give her a hug when she first got there, even though she claims to be a very huggy person. She really likes hugs, but then when the bride went to hug her, she just held her hands at her sides, and it was a really awkward hug apparently. And then after the Vampire Museum, which was the first thing we all did, we were going to get ice cream, and so the bride asked her sister-in-law, oh, do you want to come to get ice cream? She goes, I'll pass, I'm gonna go. And she leaves. And again, just the whole time, she's really weird. She will only talk to this one other girl there, and she won't talk to really the bride, me, or the bride's sister. It was very strange. It was very odd. But I just thought she was a weirdo. That's what I chalked it up to. Well, later that night, we're all hanging out, and the bride tells us that... sorry, this is a two-part story. So fast forward a few weeks, I had gone with, and I put it in a plan with me, so maybe you even know what the hell I'm talking about, but I had gone with Joe to get fitted for his suit for the wedding, and so had the bride's sister. She came as well just to hang out. And then after all of the suit fitting stuff was done, we all went out to get sushi. And so the bride's sister-in-law found out that we all got sushi afterwards. And now the bride's husband is in the wedding, and he was getting fitted as well. Well, apparently she was really not happy that he went to get sushi afterwards, and apparently what she said to him when she found out was, oh, so you were just hanging out with other women all night? Now, keep in mind, the other women are the bride who is marrying her brother, the bride's sister, and me, who was there with my boyfriend. There were no other women. And also, her husband sat on the complete opposite side of the table from us. He wasn't anywhere near us. And even if he were, who cares? That's just so weird. So anyway, she does not like us, apparently, because we are the quote-unquote women that her husband was canoodling with. So fucking weird. But whatever. That's I don't know, that's on another level. I'm not sure. And not to be rude, he's a very nice guy, but I promise you, she's fine. Nobody's taken him. I don't know what she's worried about. But anyway, so that's really the only crazy thing that happened. I guess the only other thing that was kind of a bummer, it wasn't crazy or anything, but the escape room just really wasn't fun for me. There were too many of us, and the room was pretty sequential. Like maybe there were two things to do at a time towards the beginning, but then as you got closer to the end, there was really only like one puzzle going on at a time. And it just wasn't a good experience with 6 people. Like I would not have wanted to do that room with more than 4 tops. And I'm just not very assertive and stuff. And I really like escape rooms, and they're expensive, so I was kind of bummed that I didn't like get to do that much. So I didn't enjoy that, but you know, you have to be like a sport about that garbage. But yeah, we probably should have done like 2 rooms, 3 in that one, 3 in that one, but you know, whatever. But yeah, other than that, it was a pretty boring week, I think. So I'm just going to get into the day by day, and we'll see if I can read any of these black stickers because they are very black. So starting off with Monday, the first thing I marked with this computer sticker from, I want to say Pink Diamond Planner Co. I keep forgetting. I marked that I worked from home like I always do, and then also like I always do, I did my laundry, and this washing machine is SPC, I believe. Then this is probably from the kit, and I can't read it. What does it say? Oh, I did my budget for the month of June, I think. Then with this tissue box from, I believe, Stella Bow Sticker Co., I marked that I thought I was getting sick because I had just come back from that bachelorette party, and one of the women on the trip had come a day late because her husband was sick with the flu and couldn't handle the kids on his own. And so, of course, I started like spiraling, being like, oh my God, I have the flu. But no, it was just really, really, really bad allergies. Then with this Paper Shire cat on a laptop, I marked that I had to take a nap on my break. I just was not feeling well. Then I prepped all of the produce that I got for my salads. Have you guys heard about the cucumber thing? They were like recalled or something. I'm not sure if it's all cucumbers, but I didn't get salad ingredients this week. Let's just say that. But I did this week. So anyway, I prepped it, and oh my gosh, I want to say this sticker is from a freebie, and I don't know the freebie because my friend Alex gave it to me. But it's really cute either way, and it was perfect. So that I'm sorry. If you want to know where that's from, I will find out. Then with this Munchkin vacuuming, I marked that I vacuumed. I made my lunch for the next day, and I used a Munchkin for that. Then with this Nike sneaker from Piper Paper Co., I did a workout. With a planner from the same sheet as the computer, I marked that I planned. With this wallet from the kit, I marked that I bought stickers, lots and lots of stickers. It was like, it was a shopping spree. Then the final thing for Monday with a Munchkin in bed looking at their phone, I marked that I went to bed earlier than usual, but I did like not exactly go to sleep right away. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked was that I was at work and I actually got to do something I enjoy. I got to edit some documents from like the German office. I got to edit them and fix them for the US, which I really like doing stuff like that. It makes me so happy to have like actual tasks rather than just like busy work. So I very much enjoyed that. And that's my favorite type of work to do. So that was nice. And I dragged that shit out, let me tell you. Then with this Target bag from Scribble Prints Co., I marked that I placed a big order for hygiene products. Let me know if this happens to you as well. I will never understand it because they are all different quantities and I buy them at different times, but then they all run out almost all at once. Like I needed shower gel, Tend Skin, face wash, deodorant, Certain Dry, razors, shaving gel, hand soap, everything ran out at once. So just to make life easier on myself, I placed a Target order. And some foreshadowing, I made the awful mistake of having it shipped to my apartment, but it was purely because I didn't have the time or mental energy to go to one Target and them only have like 1 or 2 things I need in stock. Specifically the Tend Skin, it wasn't available in store, so I just decided to risk it. I won't be doing that again, at least for a while, not until the scar has healed, so... Under that, with this overheating Munchkin, I marked that I was absolutely drenched in sweat by the time I got home from my walk. Then with this old Scribbler, I love these. I wish these would come back, these really cute little girls with their massive heads. I marked that I did Pilates. Then with a microphone from that same green sheet from, I think, Pink Diamond Planner Co., I marked that I did a voiceover. With this Harry Potter book from the Coffee Monsters Co., I believe, I marked that I read. Then with this Sex and the City TV from Sticky Perks, I marked that I watched Sex and the City. With this Papershire cat smelling their tail, I marked that Brad figured out how to get behind my television. And I have managed to keep him away for like a year. I have both a poster board, like a white poster board wrapped up into like rolled up, and then I have a pillow back there to keep him from getting behind there. Well, in the middle of the night, he figured out that he can just squish the pillow down and knock the poster board over and he can get back there. So I was up all night trying to get him out of there. And I didn't want to have to close the door because that means I have to kick Janet out and then she's upset. But I think I did end up having to close the door because I couldn't deal with it. And he did chew my PlayStation controller, like charging cable. He destroyed that, and so I really don't trust him behind my TV with all those wires. So yeah, he's a little dick. Then moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked with this Sticky Perks alarm clock was that I was up 15 minutes earlier than usual. Didn't get me to work any earlier. I'm not really sure why. I didn't feel like I took longer, but I guess I did. But still, that's pretty good because I don't wake up. I do not wake up. Then with this procrastination munchkin, I marked that it was just really busy at work, which is always annoying because I don't feel like doing things. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I need things to do, but I don't want so much urgent shit to do where like I can't pace myself. You know what I mean? So it just wasn't, I wasn't enjoying it. With this emoji holding a YouTube sticker, I marked that I did some editing. With these glasses from, I think, Piper Paper Company, I marked that Joe called, don't remember about what. With this munchkin sweating under the hot, hot sun, I marked that it was 88 degrees when I walked back home in the beating hot sun. With these sneakers from the kit, I marked that I did a chest workout. Then with this Dungeons and Dragons emoji, I marked that I called my best friend. Then with the movie marquee and this munchkin lounging and watching TV, I marked that I watched The Taking of Deborah Logan, and I have been avoiding this movie for so many years because for the longest time, I just could not stand like possession movies. I thought they were so boring, but I don't know what possessed me, pun intended, to try this movie. But I'm glad I did because it was pretty good. It was pretty good for a found footage like demon possession movie. I enjoyed it. Then the final thing for Wednesday was that I loaded the dishwasher and like, I don't know, I had to do a bunch of other little things and I just said that like small chores end up taking so long. Like in my head, I was like, oh, look at me. I have 45 minutes to read before bed. And then that just got swallowed up by all of these tiny little things that I had to do. Like, I don't know, like getting my bag ready and I don't even know what I did, like filling the water. There were just all these little things I had to do, and it was a pain in the ass. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked was that I got into the work building right before it started pouring rain. So that was pretty lucky since I didn't have an umbrella with me. And I used a rain cloud from Stellavo Sticker Co. and this middle finger munchkin for that. Then with a hungry munchkin, I marked that I had my salad that I packed instead of the happy hour. There was a happy hour at work and it was like French fries and pasta and like all this really good stuff. And I didn't eat it. I ate my stupid salad instead. And you know what? I'm glad I did because I'm really trying to eat better, especially at lunch. I don't know. Although I might start, not that you care, I might start eating my salads with my dinner instead of for lunch. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I didn't even make salad this week, so it doesn't even matter. Then with this grandma sticker from Fox and Pip, I marked that I called my grandmother on my walk. With this angry munchkin, I marked that my Target package was missing. Are any of us shocked? Are any of us shocked that the giant Target package didn't make it? No, of course not. Because it was stolen, like they all are. I'm an idiot. So that was really annoying because I was like out of things. I ended up having to use a travel size of something that I had left over from my last trip because I was just like out and it didn't come. So it was really cool. Then with this Olive Studio sticker, I marked that I filled a spread and did a voiceover. Then I watched Sex and the City again. And then the final thing with this emoji, I marked that I just rotted in bed with Brad. He was so cuddly and cute, and like every time he would get up to go eat or something, he would come back and plop right back in my arms. It was wonderful. It helps me not kill him when he does things like gets shit all over my bed or tries to eat my wires, but he's such a good boy. He's not. He's not a good boy. He's a loving boy. Let's say that. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that I washed my bedding, and I used this old Planning Roses bed sticker for that. With a laptop from the kit, I marked that I worked. Whew, running out of breath, sorry. Then with, what does this say? Oh my God. This is so embarrassing. So with this Drama Queen Munchkin, I marked that I had a complete meltdown over cheesecake because I'm so angry about how fattening it is, but it's one of my favorite foods. And I wanted to eat it so bad, but I was mad at myself for wanting to eat it so bad. I like went down this whole spiral over this stupid cheesecake. Like that is so unhealthy. I have issues. I really do. I have a lot of issues with food. And this was just like, once I caught myself, I'm like, wow, this is so embarrassing. I am raging because I want to eat cheesecake, but I don't want to eat cheesecake. Like, calm down, you idiot. So that was that. Then with this sad munchkin, I realized that I was pulling for the wrong week, and that's happened twice to me now that I like pull for multiple weeks at a time. I will, because all of my notes are in my phone, and if I don't remember to scroll down to the correct date, I'll just replan the most recent dates at the top of the note, which I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I caught myself and I was able to reuse a few of the stickers, but I was not happy about that. Then with a car from Piper Paper Company, I marked that I'm an idiot and I thought my AC in my car was broken. I was on my way to Joe's and I got more than halfway there and my car was so hot and the AC wasn't coming on. It wasn't until I was almost at his house, drenched in sweat, sitting in a puddle of sweat, that I realized I never hit the AC button. So I was just blowing in the hot air from the boiling engine. So, good news is my car does have AC. The bad news is I'm an idiot. Then we went to Chili's and I realized that this is a Chipotle bag, but Chipotle has really broken my heart. I don't go there anymore, and I will in the future because I have a $25 gift card. But every time I've gone to Chipotle in the last few years, I think I've had 2 experiences in the last 7 years that were good, and that's bad. I used to go once a week. I go now once a year. It sucks. So anyway, we got to use up all these Chipotle stickers, and it kind of looks like a big chili pepper, so it works. They're now chili stickers. Then with this Glam Planner grocery bag, I marked that we went to ShopRite to get some like yogurt and stuff. With this munchkin that is from SPC, I marked that we watched the challenge. And then the final thing with this pie deco that I don't remember where I got it from, we ate cheesecake. Yeah, I bought cheesecake. I got cheesecake. I ate the cheesecake. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked was that I played my phone game, and I might have mentioned it before, I do Swag Bucks games, and so I just was like hanging out, drinking my Red Bull, playing my game, and I used this puzzle piece that my friend Ilza from Ilza's Melted Plans printed for me. Then under that, with this munchkin carrying a box of donations, I marked that we went to Goodwill because I had stuff to drop off. With this leftover deco from SPC, I marked that we went to a Memorial Day party, and I got to hear some juicy gossip at the party, so I marked gossip with this Coffee Monsters Co. sticker. And then the final thing for Saturday was that I fell asleep while we were watching Immaculate I was just really tired and I couldn't make it through the movie, so we just went to bed. I was kind of bummed. It's been a while since I've been able to just like sit through a whole movie, and I kind of miss it. But this big Netflix and chill sticker is from Fox and Pip, I believe. Finally, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked was that I got ready, and I used this eyeliner deco for that. With this like 20s flapper style munchkin, I marked that we were going to the bachelorette party. With this vampire emoji, I marked going to the vampire museum, which was way cooler than I thought it was going to be, because it wasn't just a vampire museum. It was a vampire museum, an antique shop, and all the grounds, like the garden, whatever you want to call it, was just full of giant dinosaur sculptures. It was wild. So it was just really, really cool. Like the whole outside was interesting, and that's before you even got into the museum. Then with this eye-rolling emoji head from the Coffee Monsters Co. I just wrote this bitch, and we know what I'm talking about. Then with this Sticky Perks waffle sticker and this Once More With Love frozen yogurt sticker, I marked that we got ice cream and waffles. With a puzzle piece from, I just got these. I have to go look at the shop. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I want to say it's the shop that my friend Alex from Canada Girl Plans. She has like a code with them. Anyway, if you're curious, I will find it out and let you know. But that's where that puzzle piece came from. And then this what do you call it? Like the gear in the head is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I just remarked that the escape room just wasn't that fun for me, which is a shame because it was a really cool room. Then with this munchkin cooking, I marked that we went to Hibachi, and that was really, really good. With this group of olives from Olive Studio, I marked that after that we hung out for quite a while, and I was good. I didn't say anything, but holy shit was I ready to leave. It was so late at this point. Then with this record deco from, I want to say like an SPC kit or something, I can't remember. I finally have a use for it though. I've been hoarding it forever, and I don't have a record player. But anyway, we went back to the bride's apartment to try to help her set up her record player. So we did that. Then with this Sticky Perks gasoline, what is that called? That's not the pump, but that's the pump. I don't know. I marked that all the gas stations were closed because it was 11 o'clock at night and they were just closing one by one. I don't know where we went. I think a Wawa or something, because those stay open 24/7. Then with a clock icon from SPC, I marked that we just got home way too late. But even though we got home really late, I was determined to finish that movie because the next day was Sunday the next day was Monday. And even though it was Memorial Day, I knew that we weren't going to be able to finish the movie on Monday. So I really wanted to do it tonight. And for whatever reason, even though I was out all day, I was able to stay up this night. I didn't really do much Saturday, and I was like falling asleep. I don't know. Who cares? Point is, we finished the movie and I really liked it. I thought it was fun. It was very short, but it was good. Now, I've heard that the new Omen movie is essentially the same movie, but better. I'm ready to watch it, but Joe needs a break. He doesn't want to watch two movies in a row that are identical. So I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it alone. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to see that. Anyway, I marked it with a TV icon from SPC. And that is everything for this week. Not a lot happened other than the Vampire Museum. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one, which I believe is the first week of June. Finally, we're actually going to be in the same month again. So that's nice. Now I have to catch up. I have 1, 2. Oh my God. I'm 3 weeks behind again. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.